Yo, party peeps, what is up? It's your boy, the best gabber in the biz. Oh man, what a bad blood that we just had tonight. Super freaking cool show. I mean, a Hell in a Cell match for the ages. Cool matchups, and not one, but two returns, one of which being electrifying and giving off real final boss vibes. Guys, after everything that happened tonight, let's gab about it. So, let's just talk about how the show ended. I mean, my freaking God. We got The Rock and Jimmy both coming back. Now, after the Hell in a Cell match, which I'll talk about later, how great that was, the people were really doubling down of like, that should have main evented. But I said from the get-go, if we get huge returns to end this show, like we just did, then it makes it all perfectly fine. I mean, some people weren't really fine with Jimmy at first. Like, I was scrolling through, like, they were like, what? All that for just Jimmy? No, bullshit. And then Rock came out, like, oh yeah. But then some people are like, what? He just flipped the eyebrow and left? And I'm like, yeah, that's all he had to do. Because in story, let's be honest, we really don't know whose side The Rock is going to be on. Even though we know where he's going to go, in the realm of the WWE story, you don't know. Because he doesn't like Cody, but he's down with Roman. So is he going by that notion? Is he going to be against this new bloodline? Does he even approve of them? But on the same thing, again, the biggest thing is that he doesn't F with Cody. He hates him. Like, don't believe me? Go back and watch the Balor at WrestleMania 40. Like, what happens when you fuck with the final boss? It's gonna be bloodline rules. It's gonna be bloodline rules. You're gonna get beat down, Mama Rhodes. You're gonna fucking find out after you fucked around. Fuck your story. But honestly, that's going to be what ends up causing Rock to have problems with Roman. And he's like, dude, after everything, in him disrespecting our family, you just teamed up with him against our own family. It doesn't matter how you feel about that or not. You don't bring him involved in our business. Like, what are you doing? And then there we go. That's how we're gonna get Rock teaming up, basically it becoming his bloodline against the OGs and Cody. So, Jimmy Uso, that first sprinkle of the OG Bloodline reunions, it started tonight. Next up is Jay and Sammy, and we finna get Usi, my dogs. Oh, man, that shit is gonna hit so hard, be so beautiful. Give me the handshakes, give me the dabs, give me them good vibes, dude, that we get to relive. Personally, I think it's gonna be like Jay and then Sammy last. And then we are all rolling into War Games. But, whew, great way to end the show. I agree with it because, like, you gotta end the show like that. Like, it would have been weird if, like, we had the Hell in a Cell match after that. I mean, Rock gets his way again, man. Just Punk gets the short end of the stick. Shit just happens. But hey, I mean, unfortunately, there are some people right now that, you know, are still feeling like kind of like this after both awesome returns.
We fucking hate Triple H!
You stupid dick! Okay, guys, so tonight was kind of a mixed bag for the Judgment Day. One, Liv and Rhea, while Liv did get to retain her championship, the ending of the match was very sloppy in terms of, like, with Raquel coming out. Like, she literally blasted Rhea right in front of the ref, and he acted like he didn't see it, and, like, didn't immediately ring the bell. And then, while Raquel's in the ring and beating up Rhea, then he finally rings the bell, and then she leaves her out, and then actually throws Liv into the cover, and you instantly see her, and especially you can see it on the replay, like that. She's like, oh shit, I didn't mean to do that. Like, it was awkward. Like, the match was already over. Why put it, like, her on the cover? And then even Cole had to kind of try and say, like, oh, symbolic, like, this is because the match has already been thrown out, but you saw it. Like, she wasn't supposed to do that. Like, it just kind of made the whole thing feel off, but hey, Liv is still the champion. That is what it is. I'll really say actually what that means in, you know, the next thing I talk about. But that was a positive. Liv gets to walk out with her championship. The negative, Finn Balor lost to Damian Priest. And I know some people are not going to be happy about this, but it was the right call. And I will tell you why. It's because this, between Finn and Priest, that's over. It's done. If it wasn't going to be done and they were going to keep the rivalry going, Finn would have won this match so that Priest could beat him in the next one. Then rivalry would have been over. However, We have seen the signs. We've seen the signals, like the smoke and the mirrors. I think we all can kind of figure out who the next victims of the Wyatt 6 are going to be, and it's the Judgment Day. I mean, look at it. Like, the Wyatt 6, I said before, by Bo Dallas said it, like, you can't create a family out of, like, hurting family members. That's not family. That's blasphemy. And that's literally what Judgment Day did with kicking Rhea and Priest out, who are core members, to create this new Judgment Day family. So, as a result, they're going to have to be punished by the Wyatt 6, and that's why Priest won, because now he can move on, try and go after the World Championship, or just move on to other things, while Finn and the rest of Judgment Day basically get tortured for, like, the next 2 months. Oh, man, that shit is gonna be rough for them. But hey, good luck with the guys. And Priest, good job on the win, bro. Mad props. Match was super dope. And, yeah, Judgment Day, Finn, praying for y'all. Seriously. Okay, guys, we got a little announcement tonight. It will be a new annual tradition every year at Crown Jewel. Basically, the men and the women, both world champions, will collide for the right to be crowned the Crown Jewel champion. One, I'm not a huge fan of the belt. A lot of people really aren't. I don't love it. I don't hate it. I feel like it's really not necessary. Like, I get why they're doing it, just to kind of have like a whole champion versus champion thing every year. So I get that. That's one of the lows. One of the highs, though, we get Cody versus Gunther this year. Holy crap. Now, on one hand, they did kind of back themselves into a corner with taking literally two of the top unstoppable forces, and you're going to have to pick a winner. Though, and some people are not going to like this, and it's going to burn a little bit of the app to the ground when it happens. In my opinion, Cody's winning. Cody is 1,000% going to beat Gunther because he's going to have to fight The Rock soon. I feel like Gunther can afford the loss while Cody has to win. I mean, unless they do bloodline interference and that's how he loses, I think Cody is going to win that. Like I said, some don't like the belt. I understand that. I'm not a huge fan of it either. But I do like that we're getting Cody versus Gunther. Though you already, in your first year with this, have that super huge high of that first time ever match. But have a low of Liv versus Nia. Like, that's just a match I don't know about you guys. I just don't really care about. It's two heels. Like, and they both got their own stories by then going on, like Nia with Tiffany and Liv dealing with Judgment Day by that, dealing with the Wyatt 6 at that point. So it's just gonna be like, eh. So I don't know. Like, let me know how you feel about this. Like, I know some hate it, some don't. But hey, at the end of the day, Cody versus Gunther. That's the big thing to remember. So let's freaking go. Speaking of let's freaking go, Drew McIntyre, CM Punk, Hell in a Cell.
Cinema.
10 months in the making. It has finally come to an end. Now, I always said I felt like Drew should have won this match because I felt like he was the bigger MVP of this feud to really hold things together. But I said above that, this match had to deliver because for 10 months, all we've been waiting for is these two. Not just to have wrestling matches, not to only get a little violent with straps, to literally beat the crap out of each other, make each other bleed, and that's what they did tonight. Though, god dang it, WWE, I fell for it again. Every time they bring out that black freaking bag, I'm like, oh, thumbtacks? And it's never thumbtacks. I'm like, god dang it, why do I fall for that? Every damn time I was like, oh, they really better bring out thumbtacks. Oh, holy crap. And I saw the freaking beats, I was like, damn it, I fell for that every time. Again, if I had the pen, I would have had Drew win. But I understand why they had Punk win because he's going to fight Gunther for the world title, most likely at Survivor Series, and lose. I cannot stress that enough. I probably will have to once we get to November because you guys are stupid when it comes to imagining Punk winning the world title on people when they're not going to lose it. But overall, phenomenal match. Great way to kick us off. Literally the entire first hour was Punk and Drew, and they absolutely delivered in every sense of the word, and that's what matters the most. Great feud, great blow-off, absolutely great. Guys, take a bow, heal up. Because, God, I swear that one step spot made me think that Drew literally broke his damn tailbone, and that just hurt mine a little bit. I don't even want to imagine what happens to someone if you break it. My God, but at the end of the day, Punk is the victor. Though he's still, once again, just like 2011, just like 2012, hell, even like 2013, bro lost his main event spot to The Rock. Again.
Makes me sick.
Okay, you guys, that is Bad Blood. We are done ski. Put it in the river mirror. We are done. Super cool PLE, but it is time to move on. We got Crown Jewel in just 4 weeks. Like I said, Cody versus Gunther. That shit is gonna hit super hard, and we're gonna get even more close to that OG Bloodline reunion. That is gonna hit like some peak cinema right in my veins. God dang it, can you feel the mana, brother? Oh, man. Final boss vibes. Effing love it. But before we get to then, we got Wrestle Dream coming next week, and that pay-per-view is gonna slap. And then after all that is said and done, we got Full Gear. I'll be there live, and then Survivor Series War Games after that. And then we're gonna close out the year with some Saturday night's main event and Worlds. And the rest of this year is gonna be wild, you guys. You're not gonna want to miss any single part of the ride that The Rock is gonna take you on. You're definitely not going to want to miss what your boy, the best gabber in the biz, has to say afterwards. So, keep on liking, and damn sure keep on subscribing. And most importantly, keep on remembering that when it comes talking wrestling, who better to gab with than Gabe right here. Okay, guys, I hope you enjoyed the show tonight. Enjoyed the returns. Enjoyed the Hell in a Cell match. They were all dope. But, deuces fuses, and I will see you guys after Raw this Monday.